I'm Ashka Colton, the dating detox specialist. I work with single ladies who are struggling to find the right guy and are absolutely frustrated with dating. They've had enough. And I help them step into their power, unleash the high quality woman within. And this results in making less romantic mistakes, making more empowered choices in love, and attracting, finally, the man they desire and deserve. So, today I want to talk about valuing yourself because it's crucial in dating. And maybe I should start from what I really mean when I say you need to know your value, you need to know your worth. It's the kind of general overview of yourself. You have to know who you are, what your needs are, what your wants and desires are, so you never compromise on them in a relationship. And you never pretend like they're not important. You have to, I can see my mom. I don't know how she's going to understand because she doesn't speak English. Hey, mom. And you need to know what you bring into the relationship, what your qualities are, what your strengths and weaknesses are. And you basically need to know what makes you a catch. Because when you know that, you approach dating from a completely different space. Like, I know what I want the best possible guy, I don't want to compromise, I have strong boundaries. So the energy you take with you to dating, when you actually know your worth, is completely different. And let me tell you what happens if you don't have a clue what your worth is. Because the dynamic of dating will be different and you'll be attracting different guys, and I wouldn't like anybody to go and date before they actually know what their worth is, before they stand in their power, because they will be getting hurt rather than finding love. So, when you don't know your worth and what your value is, you will be sabotaging your dating experience. Meaning, you will be making poor romantic choices. Out of loneliness, out of desperation, you will be often choosing what feels safe rather than what you know you deserve. Because when you don't know your worth and your value, you don't actually believe like you deserve the best possible guy, the guy of high quality, of integrity, solvent, intelligent, fun, whatever your list is. You will be convincing yourself, I'm not good enough, so I'll better go for these average guys. And then when you go for the average guys, you end up in relationships with men who can't make you happy, who can't give you what you want, who can't fulfill your needs. So you'll be getting frustrated and you'll be compromising too much. And when you compromise too much in a relationship, you'll be losing yourself. And sorry, but in my world, losing myself has got more serious implications than losing a guy. So now, but you have to remember, you don't know my story if you are watching my live stream for the first time. I was that woman that losing a man was not an option. I would do anything to keep the most dysfunctional relationship going on because I just wanted to be in a relationship. I didn't want to be single. I didn't know how to be single. So I kept sticking to the wrong guys. I don't want to say it because they were all my teachers, and I bless my every single ex because today I am who I am and I do what I do thanks to them. So every lesson is needed, and whatever you've been going through is needed for your evolvement, and for raising your awareness in the love department and strengthening your boundaries. So it's all good. It's all good. And I'm happy that I've been through what I have been because it helped me to find my dream guy. So when you know your value, your dating experience changes because you make different romantic choices. You go for different type of men because you know your value and you know you deserve much more. And it also helps you stay more determined. So you are not likely to compromise too much. You are more likely to be more determined and patient. And you will know that you will wait for as long as you need to for the right guy to show up, because you won't like to invest yourself in the wrong relationship again and wasting your time and your energy for the wrong guy, especially when you hit like your 30s or you are in your early 40s. You definitely start to respect your time more, and you definitely don't want to be trying relationships with the guys who don't promise much straight from the beginning. So when you know your values, your boundaries get stronger as well. So you become more assertive. So when you meet a guy, when you go on a date with a guy who is actually, you're not sure, you've got this feeling, maybe I should meet him again, but I'm not sure, I'm not feeling chemistry, or he wasn't as, I don't know, physically attractive, or whatever the reason is, you won't be convincing yourself to carry on with a man like that. You know very quickly, okay, he's not the one, or he's not the right guy I can really build what I want to build with. And I've dated a lot. So if you know my story, I had been on 110 online dates, and there had been many situations when I kind of compromised a lot and cheated myself just to be in a relationship because I didn't want to be single. So often I kept going on more dates than necessary with the guys who actually couldn't give me what I wanted, were not right for me. But because I was so kind of desperate and I didn't know my value and I didn't have strong boundaries, I wasted lots of time for dating the wrong guys. But I'm here to save your time, so you don't have to make the same mistakes as me. And there was something else I wanted to add. When you don't know your value, you will be also you'll be also aiming too low in your dating game. But it kind of links to what I've said before, that you will be choosing average guys because you will be convinced that anyone of high quality is out of your league, and you will be compromising too much and you'll be losing yourself in the relationships. Basically, when you know your value, you stop putting up with the crap which is out there in the dating world. You will be very selective. You will be making your romantic choices using your head only, not out of your loneliness, out of your desperation, and out of a desire to be in a relationship, which is, understandable, especially if you have been single for a long time. You want to be in a relationship, but not at all costs, because if you make decisions like that, you will be paying the price later on. And there will be another experience which will end up in a split up. You will have to mend your heart. You will lose trust in men. You will lose faith in love, and you don't want to get into that place. So, as I would never call myself a dating expert, in other words, I am a dating expert because I've done so much dating and I know what works and what doesn't work. But I'm not here to give just the dating advice. What I am absolutely passionate about is to take single women one step back, so they address everything they need to address, like their self-esteem issues, a lack of self-love, a lack of strong boundaries, a lack of the ability of reading the warning signs. So they have these things all in place before they even go out there and date. Because when you have worked on it, you go to dates and on your dates to dating with a completely different energy. And this is very, very important because it determines the quality of your dating experience, the quality of the guys you attract, and the quality of your future relationship. So the work I do is very, very deep and very, very complex. And I believe no woman should start dating if she doesn't know her value, she doesn't love herself truly, deeply, devotedly, and she kind of has weak boundaries or has got boundaries but doesn't stick to them. And every time a man shows up, she compromises and loses herself in dating and in their relationships in the future. So if you happen to be that woman, if you feel like you need help with strengthening your boundaries, increasing self-love in your life, so you stop looking for validation, you stop compromising in love, you show up as a high-quality woman who attracts high-quality men and enjoys her dating, which leads to meeting the one, I've got an offer for you. It's a free session. It's a discovery session which is called Love Life Makeover, which is going to help you discover what you have been doing wrong so far and what you have to change to become a high quality woman and attract the man of your dreams. And I'm going to post a link to my calendar in the description of this live stream so you can grab the session if you feel drawn to it. And Another thing is, if you want to see my live streams, please hit the notifications button. And if you happen to, maybe you are not single, maybe you are in a happy relationship, congratulations. And if you happen to have friends who you think might benefit from my message and from my work, please do feel free to share my live stream and tell them about me so they can hear the truth and I can help them as well. So I hope you have heard something which will inspire you today and you will do something differently going forward. If you have any questions, please post them below the live stream or PM me. I'll be very happy to get in touch with you and see how I can help you. And other than that, I think I'm gonna say bye-bye and I'm gonna get ready. The weather is gorgeous, so I'm gonna go outside and get some suntan. Keep well, my lovelies. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you probably tomorrow.